Hi, what can we get started for you today?
Let me get a number two with a large black coffee, please.
That will be $6.66.
Wait, I've heard your voice before. Didn't you used to work at like 911?
Sir, that will be $6.66.
But the guy with the horns, he wouldn't let me turn it off.
$6.66.
Oh my God! Welcome back. It's good to see you here again. And for you first timers in the crowd, just hang on tight for a white knuckle trip with me today as we talk about some true crime. This video will be less than 666 seconds or 11 minutes and 6 seconds, or it's free. No one's going to make you that kind of offer. So I got another band shirt on today. This time it's Retromorphosis, some technical death metal from Sweden. These guys are really wicked. Do me a favor, though, and like the video right now. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider doing that before you leave. And if you want to drop a comment below, that helps the videos get out there to more people. Now, this episode is brought to you by YouTube Autoplay. When you have something you need to do, but the cops can't know you were there, simply put your phone on YouTube and hit autoplay and have a slashing good time with your frat boy friends somewhere else. Participants must be 18 years or older and have no compassion for human life. Now, most of us following the Idaho 4 case have wondered about the timeline provided by the state and how it moves around. We all know that it is because they're blessed white Elantra and having to backward engineer the thing to make the video fit. The thing is, anytime they've shown that car on a video or a still, you can't see a damn thing. I mean, you couldn't tell if it's white or pink with purple polka dots, with the glares and the different issues with the video. Now, thankfully, the web sleuths out there had the tenacity to review the evidence and lead us to the right answer with the green version of the Elantra and the license plate that curls up in the front under the license plate holder. So the timeline moved from 2 to 3 to then 405, if you go by their explanation, and over with by 420 when the Elantra speeds away. Now, I'm assuming probably the driver's got a lit joint in his mouth since it was 420. And after all, I mean, I guarantee I'm not the first person that's thought that. Probably the only one who would say it out loud, though. Now, doesn't it seem strange that all of this stuff happened at 4 a.m. that morning? The DoorDash order was at 3:59 a.m. by some accounts, or exactly 4 by others. And then you've got the Koberger, was there, if we believe the confession, going into the house at about 4:05. You got the DoorDasher, was supposed to be Molly, the one who made a mess of herself in that DUI video, telling the world that she was going to testify against Brian in a trial involving the murder of sorority girls in Moscow. So, wow. Now, Molly has an obvious, or had an obvious, problem with party favors. Based on her record, she had a number of run ins with the police over it. So she claims to have parked right next to Brian Koberger at the house. Now, if I was dropping off DoorDash at the time, I would have parked my car out of the way, but in that small parking lot where that house was. There were 6 cars there that night, so it was busy, but not completely full. Not for a quick stop to drop off what was supposed to be a contactless order. Now, if she got there at 4 exactly, then she might have had her car running while she dropped the order off. I mean, I would have. Are we to believe that Koberger or anyone there to do these crimes would park their car next to a running car with a lot that small at 4 a.m.? Even if we believe Molly's recollection of those events, now he's making eye contact, most likely with her, or to leave that kind of indelible memory of his face in her memory. She would have had to have really looked at him, probably right in the eyes. Oh, come on. That just doesn't sound right. It doesn't pass the smell test or that driving test either. Now, just when we thought the 4 a.m. club was limited and exclusive to Molly and Brian, now we have another person to claim he was driving by the house at 4 a.m. Not once, but multiple times. Maybe he's the car you see in the videos backing up and going all over the place. I have no idea. He even used the word dead when he drove by it, that it was quiet than usual after a party. So, and there wasn't a party there, but still, I mean, he just used the word dead. I thought that was interesting. Now enter the Sigma Chi frat boy himself, David Barakoa. His friends and 4chan called him Barry. So now that David didn't say he stopped by to hang out, okay? He didn't bring coffee or donuts or set up any sort of welcome center, but he was right there with friends in the car since he said he was busy that night driving drunk people home. So multiple trips back and forth past that house on King Road. The same one where the quadruple homicide happened at the same time he was driving by it over and over. Wow. I was shocked when I was watching the last episode of One Night in Idaho, which was on Amazon Prime, and David was interviewed on this series, and that surprised me. I mean, the frats are usually very well lawyered up. His mom's a paralegal, and lawyers always tell you, shut up and don't talk to anyone, especially sitting down and talking with a documentarian for a series coming out. I mean, interesting. But maybe he was put there on purpose to put a good face on the organization that's had its share of bad press with hazings and incidents of medical crises due to alcohol consumption and illegal substances. And I'm not saying anything specific to this school or this chapter. I'm just saying it's a nationwide problem here in the U.S. They have killed way more people than Koberger, allegedly. Now, did the police talk to him about what he saw? Do they even know he was there? Who was with him on these trips? And has everyone been fully checked out? I honestly doubt it based on the way this investigation has been done. It's absolutely pathetic. In what universe is DNA found at the scene of a multiple homicide and you choose not to have it analyzed? Is that an okay thing? No, it's ridiculous. It's absurd. But yet that's what was done with blood DNA found on the banister near the first floor. The blood on the DNA on the rubber glove outside, and 3 unknown male DNA samples under Maddie Mogan, that's the first victim, under her fingernails. They do not test any of it. In a death penalty case, that is insane to me. Why not test all of it and find out all the samples instead of only one? And the one that they tested was a speck of a skin cell. It wasn't blood or urine or any sort of bodily fluid. It was a skin cell. Much less reliable. Ridiculous. So what do you guys think? I mean, just because a person is guilty, it doesn't mean that they're actually guilty. And I think that, we need to look at that. We look at, why did Kohberger, do this? I don't know. But do I believe David Barracoa was involved in these crimes? No, I don't. But I don't really know because anyone's innocent until proven guilty. I was surprised, he said, that he drove by 11:22 at 4 a.m. in the interview that was apparently filmed in 2023. If that was the truth, then I commend him for telling the truth. I'm just shocked that he said that. He's the only one I know of that's willing to put his name out there saying he was driving right there at 4 a.m. What kind of car did he drive? I'm not sure. So, what do you guys think? Let me know. Drop a comment below. Kohberger had to fall on the sword for a reason. And there's also a reason why he asked if anyone else had been arrested right before they Mirandized him. So I'm going to be live this Thursday. That's July 17th at 7 p.m. Central. So looking forward to that. We'll be talking Gilgo Beach, though, all Gilgo Beach murders this time. So come and join us. If you're a person that's not familiar, we're going to start out at the beginning. We're going to go slow. We're going to talk about some of that police corruption. And you guys will be very much into that case. I'm sure of it. Just give it a chance, all right? I'd like to thank the membership here at the channel, the members of the Horns High Club, and the members of the Mayhem Squad. Great supporters. I really appreciate you all. And I appreciate everybody that watches these videos. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time.
Hi, what can